Hi, my name is Chris Dixon. This is my 3-minute thesis on my topic, the Great Wall of Sand, Australia's implicit and explicit policies towards the South China Sea. Here is the South China Sea. Surrounded by numerous countries including the Philippines, Malaysia, Vietnam, Brunei and of course China. All these countries contest ownership of several islands within the South China Sea, but most of these rival claims have been peaceful up till now. China, however, claims more than simply the 200 nautical mile economic exclusion zone from its coast. Based on an old map from 1947 called the 9-dash line we see here, China is claiming the entire South China Sea as Chinese waters. This, of course, is not going down well with the other countries in the region. But why does this matter to Australia? Well, a significant portion of Australia's merchant shipping passes through the South China Sea, as you can see here, including oil and gas supplies for Australia's close ally Japan, as well as oil and gas supplies going to the west coast of the United States. Consequently, whoever controls the South China Sea could, theoretically, if they wanted to, cut off all shipping within that region, crippling the economies of Asia. It's for this reason that China wants to control the South China Sea, and to achieve this goal, it has built man-made islands on several reefs by dredging up sand. We see Fiery Cross Reef here, with runways and everything. In response to these hostile acts, the USA has conducted what it calls a Pacific pivot, sending 60% of its naval fleet from the Atlantic to the Pacific. It's going to conduct freedom of navigation drills to ensure that China knows that the South China Sea is international waters and not its own. Australia has responded by taking a strong stance against the South China Sea in terms of China's land reclamation efforts. This thesis will highlight the contradiction stated versus actual government policy towards the South China Sea by contrasting the explicit policy put forward by government and the implicit policy that is unstated and below the surface. This will be done by examining the nature of defence equipment purchases designed to align with the United States' strategic capabilities, specifically the pivot to the Pacific. Australia will be buying 12 short-fin class next-generation Australian submarines, which you can see here. These are to have a greater capability than the current Collins class and will be able to operate in the South China Sea. More lethal, more deadly, greater range. Similarly, the Armidale patrol boats will be replaced by larger offshore patrol vessels designed to free Australia's frigates from domestic duty and allow them to focus on the threat brewing in the South China Sea. We see these offshore patrol vessels here. Viewed in terms, it is clear that any explicit public discussion in the South China Sea about South China Sea policy has been silenced following the release of the 2016 White Paper. However, the implicit policy towards the region can be uncovered through analysing the capabilities of future purchases outlined in the White Paper. By showing the contradiction between explicit and implicit policies between government, this thesis reveals that the Australian government is silently preparing to align itself with the United States in the event of any future war in the South China Sea. Thank you.